Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, the podcast where we explore the fascinating world of English vocabulary. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we delve into a very interesting word, confess. So, what does confess mean? Well, at its core, confess means to admit something, typically something that one is ashamed or embarrassed about. It's a B2 level verb, which means it's commonly used, and understanding it will significantly improve your English comprehension. In everyday language, we use confess to acknowledge a wrongdoing, a secret, or even a feeling. Think of it as a way to be honest and open, even when it's difficult. For example, you might confess to eating the last cookie or confess to feeling nervous before a presentation. Now, let's explore some synonyms for confess. Words that share a similar meaning but with slightly different nuances. How about admit? Admit is a very close synonym. You could say, I admit that I made a mistake. Another useful synonym is acknowledge. To acknowledge something is to accept its truth or existence. For instance, I acknowledge that I haven't been exercising enough lately. Then we have own up to, which is a more informal way of saying confess. I need to own up to breaking the vase. We also have reveal, meaning to make something known that was previously secret or hidden. I must reveal that I have a crush on him. And finally, divulge. This word is often used when referring to information that is secret or sensitive. He refused to divulge his sources. Let's use these synonyms in a few more sentences. She admitted to feeling jealous of her sister's success. He acknowledged his role in the problem. It's time you owned up to your mistakes. I will reveal the secret ingredient to my famous cookies. The company refused to divulge details of the negotiations. Now, let's flip the coin and look at antonyms, words that have the opposite meaning of confess. We have deny. To deny something is to state that it is not true. For example, he denied stealing the money. Another antonym is conceal, which means to keep something secret or hidden. She tried to conceal her disappointment. We can also use hide. To hide is to keep something out of sight or knowledge. He hid the truth from his family. There's also cover up, meaning to prevent people from discovering something, especially a crime or a mistake. They attempted to cover up the evidence. Finally, we have suppress, meaning to prevent something from being expressed or known. She suppressed her anger. Let's put these antonyms in action. The suspect denied all the accusations. She tried to conceal her true feelings. He hid the present in the closet. The government was accused of trying to cover up the scandal. He suppressed a yawn during the boring lecture. So, how can you use confess in everyday life? Well, it pops up in various situations. Imagine you accidentally spill coffee on your friend's shirt. You might say, I confess, it was me. I'm so sorry. Or perhaps you've been secretly eating all the snacks. You could confess to your family, okay, I confess I ate all the chips. You can also use it when talking about your feelings. I must confess, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with work lately. You might even hear common expressions like, I have a confession to make, which is a way to build suspense before revealing something. Here are a few more usage examples. I confess I haven't been entirely honest with you. She confessed to having feelings for him. He was forced to confess under pressure. Confess your sins, the priest said. I confess, I stayed up all night watching movies instead of studying. Now, let's recap. Confess means to admit something, often something you're ashamed of. We explored synonyms like admit, acknowledge, own up to, reveal, and divulge. We also learned antonyms like deny, conceal, hide, cover up, and suppress. And we saw how confess is used in everyday conversations to express honesty, regret, or even just to lighten the mood. Thank you so much for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode helpful. Remember, learning new words is a journey, and every word you add to your vocabulary makes you a more confident and fluent English speaker. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others find Hello Word and continue their English learning journey. I have a little challenge for you. I want you to create your own sentence using the word confess and share it as a comment under this episode. I'm excited to see what you come up with. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep exploring the wonderful world of words.